Sure. My name is Scott Nurkin.
What do you do, Scott?
I am a full-time artiste. I paint murals for a living. I got the best job in the world. I actually really like my work. 20 years ago, when we would transfer a piece of paper to the wall, or a picture on a piece of paper to a wall, you'd put a grid out and then you'd put the grid on the wall. And so if that equaled, I don't know, 1/2 of an inch by 1/2 of an inch equals 1 foot by 1 foot on the wall, you could translate whatever's in that little square to whatever would be in the square on the wall. So it just makes it a lot bigger. And it's an ancient way of doing it. I mean, Da Vinci did it, Michelangelo did it, that's why he put the Sistine Chapel up. But in recent times, some really smart person figured out that you can do a thing called like a squiggle grid, which is where you do a bunch of different marks on the wall. And you can do it however you want. You could write a whole poem on the wall, and that would effectively work as your grid, because you use the placement on the wall when you transfer the image over. Like I'll take an image of Ninth Wonder and put it over the wall, the image on a computer, and then reduce the opacity on it. And so I can sort of see how it lines up where his eyes and his nose and his mouth might be in correspondence to the squiggles on the wall. I mean, for as long as I've been an artist, I've been a musician almost as long, probably since I was 12 or 13, and it's kind of, goes hand in hand with art for me. The two are sort of like the two most important parts of my life, art and music. Showcasing these amazing homegrown talents that, I mean, the amount of people that don't know the Ninth Wonder is from Winston-Salem, or don't even know who Ninth Wonder is, now hopefully this will kind of shed some light on him, who you've probably heard his music before and didn't even know it, given that he's worked with Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and he's one of the most famous hip-hop producers of all time, and he's from this town of Winston-Salem, born and raised. The reason why I started is I was confused about the fact that I'd lived in North Carolina my whole life, and I'd never found out about the fact that Thelonious Monk or John Coltrane or Roberta Flack were from North Carolina, born and raised, until I was well into my 20s, out of college, maybe even into my 30s. And it just blew me away that these amazing musicians, not even like, the best of their fields, like the trailblazers, the ones that invented music that people came after and tried to mimic and copy, we're all from our wonderful state. And so I found it real important to showcase that. I really wanted to educate people about it, because I felt like it was ridiculous that we weren't being taught this stuff in North Carolina history in 4th grade. When you put the last stroke of paint on the canvas, and I don't know if there's a real answer, because I guess you can always add more and more. So there you go, that's a good answer that you've kind of helped me arrive at. So trying to figure out when to quit. Which I don't know if I even know the answer to that. I mean, if I had the time and money, I could spend another 2 weeks on this mural, but obviously I can't. But I don't know, try and get to a point where you feel like confident enough in how it comes across. I guess the takeaway is just I want people to recognize these musicians who are just as important as, freaking Sir Walter Raleigh or Alexander K. Polk or whoever else we learn about that somehow impacted North Carolina's history. I think these people have done just as much, if not infinitely more, on a much larger degree now in 2023. So.